most H-1B applicants go through the lottery, the famous lottery in March, but some of them don't. So let's go through that and understand when you need to do it and when you don't.
So the lottery starts in March, usually the first week of March, and runs through about the third week of March. What happens during that time, your employer will register you with the lottery. Usually, they do it online, there's a fee to it, and they provide your information and the company's information, and you're ready for the lottery. Once the lottery closes, the USCIS starts the selection process. It is a computerized process, it's totally random. So by the end of March, we have the results and we know who was picked in the lottery.
How hard or how cumbersome or how many documents do you need in order to apply for the lottery?
So for the actual lottery, it's not very complicated. As I said, it's you do it on the USCIS website. But we try to, so we ask the employers to usually, give us pretty much all the documents for that H-1B, even before the lottery, just to make sure that you're qualified. So the employer doesn't waste their time and money in the lottery, and then you get selected, and then at that point we realize that you might not qualify for that H-1B. But the actual process, it's pretty easy.
Okay, so let's say I get selected and it's April 1st. What do I do now?
So if you get selected April 1st, we have until June 30th to submit the H-1B petition to the USCIS. They must receive it on or before June 30th. So between April 1st and June 30th, we prepare the application. We prepare first the LCA, then the petition, then we collect the documents, finalize the petition, and ship it to the USCIS.
Okay, and the LCA is a separate form with the Department of Labor?
Yes, so that's the first step of the H-1B. We have to file an LCA with the Department of Labor. During that process, we provide information about the employer, information about the prevailing wage, the location where the employee is going to work, or locations. And then the Department of Labor has 7 business days to certify the LCA. Once they certify, then we can continue with the document preparation until it's finalized, and then we file.
Okay, and if I get approved, can I start working immediately?
No. So if you get approved, your first day on H-1B is October 1st. And it's not a magic day or anything. October 1st is when the government fiscal year begins.
Okay, that's great. What happens if not all of the the targeted numbers for the lottery are distributed and there's still some available H-1Bs after the first lottery?
Yeah, so that's where the fun begins. So in the last few years, I want to say 2 years or 3 years, we had multiple lotteries. So they will select the first batch for the first lottery, the original lottery. And then by the time the employers file your petition, maybe they change their mind, they don't want to file it anymore, and there are more numbers available. USCIS will conduct a second lottery, which usually, well, at least in the past, it was, I believe it was in July.
Yeah.
And then you have to submit your documents by, I think it was November 1st. But they will make up these days as it comes. For this year, actually, the lottery, that's it. It's only one lottery. There's no available numbers anymore.
Got it. And in which situations can I avoid the lottery?
There are a couple situations where you can avoid the lottery. The more obvious one is, if you already have an H-1B or you had an H-1B in the past, then you left United States and then you found another job and they want to bring you back, so you won't be subject to the lottery in this case. If it's a new H-1B and you don't wanna go through the lottery, then the option is either to work for a university, institution of higher education. They are not subject to the lottery, meaning that the university can file H-1B at any time throughout the year. The other option is working for a nonprofit, but not just any nonprofit. And sometimes people think it's all because the employer is 501c3, they automatically don't they're not part of the law, or lottery is not required. The nonprofit needs to be associated with either with a research institution and actually do research, university, institution of higher education, or some government agency where they do research in collaboration with that nonprofit. If that's the case, you will be cap exempt and you don't have to go through the lottery. But here's the kicker though. So let's say you get your H-1B, it's a cap exempt, it's all great, and then you start work with that, that employer, institution, or university, and then a year later you say, well, I want to go to corporate because they pay more. You can't just go to corporate. You have to go through the lottery at that point.
Yeah, or keep both jobs.
Or keep both jobs if you can work it out.
Yeah, and then in the first example you gave about having a previous H-1B, you cannot have run out of the 6 years, right? If you have run out of the 6 years, you cannot really do it without the lottery. Yeah,
basically what you're gonna do is just you're gonna be recapturing whatever it's left on your H-1B.
Okay. So this is the H-1B lottery and ways to avoid it when you can.